Iran launches its 40th wave of attacks, the largest, longest, and deadliest offensive in the conflict so far. In a relentless 5-hour assault, Iran targets Israel's key cities in a strike testing the nation's defenses like never before. From Haifa in the north to Tel Aviv in the center and Beersheba in the south, major cities across Israel come under heavy fire. Coordinating with its ally Hezbollah, Iran expands the battlefield as Hezbollah carries out its biggest strike of the war. The Iranian military unleashes Qadr, Emad, Kheibar, and Fattah missiles in yet another wave of powerful and escalating attacks. Hezbollah intensifies the fight, launching 150 rockets deep into central Israel, pushing the war far beyond the northern front. Iran said it carried out the 40th wave of its ongoing Operation True Promise 4 campaign during the night of March 11 to 12, continuing its series of retaliatory strikes in the region. In its latest statement, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps said it launched Qadr, Emad, Kheibar Shekan, and Fattah ballistic missiles as part of this phase of the operation, showcasing a range of its longer-range systems. According to Iranian officials, this wave of attacks lasted around 5 hours and was designed to maintain continuous fire while striking more than 50 designated sites across Israeli territory. Iran said the strikes were coordinated with its ally Hezbollah, which it credited with launching drones and rockets simultaneously to hit additional targets and keep pressure on Israeli defenses. The IRGC described this joint assault as a message of resolve, calling it a powerful and unified front directed against both the United States and Israel in response to what it calls ongoing aggression. IRGC in a statement said, and I quote, "The operation was designed to maintain continuous and sustained fire over a 5-hour period. The strikes were conducted jointly with the fighters of Lebanon's Hezbollah resistance movement. This powerful and unified front inflicted painful blows on military bases of the child-killing regime from Haifa in the north, Tel Aviv in the center, and Beersheba in the south of the occupied territories. As Zionist regime media sources themselves have admitted and confirmed, the launch of missiles from Iran has increased noticeably over the past 24 hours, and casualties have risen exponentially. Hezbollah launched what officials described as its largest attack on Israel since the fighting escalated this month, marking a significant intensification of the cross-border confrontation. As Iran fired missiles in coordinated strikes, Hezbollah is reported to have launched around 150 rockets toward Israel, underscoring the joint nature of the operation and the scale of the barrage. Reports indicated that major Israeli cities, including Haifa in the north, Tel Aviv in the center, and Beersheba in the south, came under missile fire during these overnight attacks. The rocket fire from Hezbollah triggered mass sirens across several areas, sending thousands of Israelis rushing into bomb shelters as civil defense systems responded to the incoming threats. In response to the continuing strikes, the Israel Defense Forces urged residents in northern communities to remain inside shelters and protected spaces until further guidance was issued. Israel's National Ambulance Service said at least 2 people were injured by flying debris caused by the blasts, as emergency teams were dispatched to multiple impact sites. In one reported incident, a rocket struck a home in the northern town of Baina, injuring a woman inside, while several other residents in the area suffered anxiety attacks and required medical assistance. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps said it had carried out heavy strikes on what it described as U.S. bases at Jordan's Al-Azraq Air Base and Saudi Arabia's Al-Kharj area as part of its wider campaign. Saudi Arabia's defense ministry reported that its air defenses intercepted and destroyed drones that were heading towards the strategic Sheva oil field during the latest round of attacks. According to Saudi and regional media, Saudi forces also shot down drones over the empty Quarter Desert and parts of the eastern region as they responded to these attempted strikes. Citing Al Jazeera, reports said the Iraqi armed group Saraya Aliyah al-Dam claimed multiple attacks on U.S. military bases in Iraq, framing them as part of its operations against the American presence. Al Jazeera also reported that a drone strike caused a minor fire at a residential building near Dubai Creek Harbor, with local authorities saying the blaze was quickly contained. Regional reports said 2 oil tankers that had loaded at Iraq's Umm Qasr port were hit in Iraqi waters by an explosive-laden boat, raising fresh concern over shipping security. Iraqi officials quoted in media reports said the boat was of Iranian origin and warned that such tactics pose growing risks to commercial vessels sailing near the Strait of Hormuz and surrounding waters.